Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
Try and get up and run and all sorts of things. I mean, there is a thing of sleepwalking, isn't there, which I've not really ever looked at that. But yeah, these hallucinations or dreams clearly play quite a part. And I do agree with you. Sometimes they're so vivid that they seem like another dimension. And funnily enough, even the other night I had a dream, which is over time, it's been a bit of a recurring dream. And so when this dream happened, and as you say, we're looking at the dream, we're part of it through our own eyes. When it happened, I was saying to people, is this a dream? Because I've been dreaming this for a long time, but is it a dream? And I was asking myself that question. And then I remember saying, no, this is not a dream. This is real. This is really happening. I mean, it wasn't a terrible thing, but it was really happening. And it was a couple of nights ago, and it was only yesterday during the day, I suddenly thought, well, I really believed that was reality. And sometimes dreams are like an alternative reality for us, and they can be very frightening. To say about the stages of dreaming, the first stage is when we relinquish our consciousness, usually between 5 and 15 minutes. And that's very restorative. It's very recuperative, that part. And it goes into the second part of the cycle, the second phase, which is light sleeping. And that usually takes about another 20 minutes, but we really sometimes feel we're still awake. So it's kind of a midway situation. The third stage is very deep sleep, where if somebody tried to rouse us, to wake us, they would have a real job to do that. It may be sometimes in the mornings if you're waking a partner up or somebody else, you think, well, I can't wake them up. You know, it's not easy to wake some people up in that phase. And then the last phase is the rapid eye movement, REM, which is where most of our hallucinations, and I use that word because I think researchers tend to use that word, that's where most of the dreams actually happen, within that rapid eye movement situation. And that's quite interesting because, again, the University of Chicago, which have looked at not just dreams, but sleep quite a lot. And I think it was back in the 1950s, apparently, that one researcher wanted to measure some brainwaves for his department in the university. So it involved getting a volunteer, and it turned out to be his son. This researcher's name, I think, was Eugene Aserinsky, something like that. And his son, Armand, who was 8, agreed to spend a night trying to sleep so they could monitor the brainwaves. And after about, it all went quiet when you went to sleep. They were in another room. And then after about 20 minutes, so it's more than that, probably after about an hour, the monitor started jerking about, looking as if he was awake, as if there was activity going on with the brain and therefore the body. So they went into the room and he was still fast asleep, but they noticed his eyelids, his eyes were going sort of up and down, lots and lots of movement. And, you know, he looked into this, did Aserinsky, and it turns out he discovered rapid eye movement. That's where that came from. And he never really put it down to what was going on, why the...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.